Gypsy Rose baby grandma took to the internet and had a lot to say. We talking about the one that's alive for now, okay? Because we don't know what Gypsy or that baby will do. Actually, we know what Gypsy will do. So she's saying basically Gypsy has done her time and she's remorseful. And someone can't do something bad and learn from it. Yeah, but not murder. That's the difference. But when something happens to your grandbaby, I wonder if you're going to be on here saying the same thing. Because if you truly believe that she is a changed person after the behavior she's displayed, you're just as delusional as she is. But again, you're not going to see the problem until you're walking into a church and saying your last goodbyes to either him or that child. I said what I said, and I told you that before. And I'm telling you, that is who this girl is. So you could be as delusional as you want to be. Have the day you deserve. People don't like Gypsy Rose Blanchard because she's a liar. She has this chromosome disorder up here, 1q21.1, microdeletion. This is the poster child for that chromosome disorder, and this is Gypsy Rose Blanchard while she was in prison. Don't they look like twinsies? Gypsy Rose Blanchard villainized her mom, lied on her mom, and had her mom assassinated while using a man that was collecting a permanent disability check with autism and a low IQ. Her entire story is a lie. And if you don't believe me that she has this chromosome disorder, her dad admitted it. Let's watch that.
They had done some tests and found out she had a chromosome disorder that was causing all of her functions from developing, her digestive system and her muscular system.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard's mom never had Munchausen by proxy. That is a lie. Her mom was never diagnosed with Munchausen by proxy, and you can't diagnose a corpse. All of the issues Gypsy Rose Blanchard had ties to that chromosome disorder, and let's look at that. These are all the symptoms for the chromosome disorder: seizures, weak muscle tone, which is why she was using the wheelchair. Of course, the wheelchair was embellished for financial gain. But if you believe Gypsy Rose Blanchard never got out of that wheelchair, that lets me know that you don't really comprehend how muscles work. If you don't use them, you lose them. If Gypsy never got out that wheelchair, she would never, ever be able to walk now. She would have lost all that muscle. She used a feeding tube because she was underweight. Failure to thrive, like here. Poor growth. Seizures, she had them. All of the issues she had, they're all listed right here. Her whole story is a lie. That's why people dislike her. And she had her mom assassinated for sausage. She herself said that her attorney told her that was what her mom had. How did your attorney tell you that's what your mom had? And she was never diagnosed.
My two attorneys are telling me that my mother has something called Munchausen by proxy.
Was Gypsy Rose Blanchard's mom a con artist? Yes. Was Gypsy Rose's mom a thief? Yes. But she did it to take care of her. She was not hurting Gypsy. That is what Munchausen by proxy is. To intentionally hurt your child for them to be in the hospital. Gypsy Rose had all those issues, and she still does. Think about it this way. Everyone in her life, she is villainized. She villainized Ryan. She villainized Ken. She villainized Nicholas GODEJOHN. And she villainized her mom. Who in Gypsy Rose's life has she not villainized? So if you villainize everybody, is everybody really truly the problem? Or is it you? Gypsy Rose Blanchard blamed everything on a man that was collecting a permanent disability check and told him that he needed to be more responsible. Let's watch that.
I can't stand him. Because I went from one abusive person to another. I wish he would have been more responsible. He was the first person I ever told that I could walk.
I first met Dan at a sci-fi convention called Vision Con.
We would trade messages back and forth for a while. And slowly, after a few months, I started to tell him more and more about my home life. He was the very first person that I ever told that I could walk. And yeah, I asked him a question.
Second man, she said that too.
I asked him to kill my mother, but I didn't hold a gun to his head and make him do it. He seemed more happy to do it than anything. And that's why I can't stand him.
And I wanted to believe what she was saying, and unfortunately, I should have listened to my other part of me. Ironic, because I was trying to influence her to go with, but she never went with it. She never wanted to run away, so I couldn't get that to work.
He knew. I think he knew that he could easily get me out of that situation by calling the police, being responsible.
That is why people do not like Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And she used her husband to get out of prison, had an affair on him, left him, and lied and said that he was controlling when he wasn't. And she gave him every reason to believe she was cheating. She gaslit him the entire relationship. And still manipulating him. In fact, the man that she used that was collecting the permanent disability check, she's still manipulating him from outside of prison. Yep, she is. She's using her friends to reach out to him to silence him. That is why people don't like Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Using a disabled person and blaming them for everything. When you planned and plotted your mom's murder for years. That's why they don't like her. Furthermore, that man's father spoke out, and you probably should hear what he had to say.
I'm lost. I can't believe what happened, and just dumbfounded, and I actually don't know how to feel anymore because of it. My mind's been rewired to think differently now. It's hard. Everything's hard. My son, Nick, his side of the story told, and because her side is getting all this attention left and right, and he can get nothing. I believe Gypsy was just using him. She may have had a slight feelings for him, but when she got him in, reeled him in to her plan, then she's pretty much started losing interest in him. Until after the deed was done, and then boom, threw him under the bus. I felt compassion because of what her mother did to her, but and in retrospect, what she learned all those traits from her mom and turned around and used them on my son, and to get out of her situation, all the press and everything that was being focused on this case, it just made me become more of a hermit. I didn't want to leave the house. Afraid somebody's going to notice me and, hey, you're a GODEJOHN or whatever. Is that your son? I didn't want to deal with any questions.
She's
Particularly, I received my son on my last birthday. It's on your birthday, and always wishing you a very happy birthday. It's a happy birthday, Dad. How old are you now? 51? Yeah, that sounds correct. 51. Well, happy 51st birthday. Remember, it's just a number. If you feel you're young, then you are. I wish I could spend your birthdays with you. God willing, maybe I'll still get that chance in another birthday. I know it's hard being this far away. Please be strong. Thank you for being my father, my best friend, and teacher. I'm blessed to have you as a father. It's you who taught me all these noble traits, and I'm grateful for it. I love and miss you wholeheartedly.
This is also the woman that laughed at baby reindeer. Let's watch that.
This is so cringe.
Then she sat there and lied in the interrogation room.
It's kind of weird though, people seeing you in handcuffs, they give you this weird look, and I'm like, I didn't do anything.
Like, okay, number one, I didn't kill nobody. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I didn't do nothing. I'm a good girl.
So if you think a baby is safe with that woman, something's wrong with you.
Janessa, it's not DoorDash's fault. It's Chipotle's fault. They put my name on one side and your name on the other side. Don't cuss the DoorDash you out. Call Chipotle and cuss them out. Deliver your orders to me. Okay? Now, I'm a little irritated myself because I got a new meat and I got a salad. I was trying to eat healthy tonight, girl. I was trying to enjoy my little salad with that new meat. That was a $7 annual fee for the delivery options. But I'm not too upset because your order came with this big brick of a burrito. Girl, this is the size of a newborn. Who was gonna eat this? This is the size that I had. Janessa, who was eating this? Guacamole, white rice, fajitas, black bean steak, corn, sour cream cheese, and lettuce, and tortilla, some chips and guac.
Not the guac. She got
Janessa.
money.
Enjoy.
I'm tagging this creator down below. I need you to go watch her video because Janessa actually commented and she's tagged in the responses. But y'all, I also saw this response that I need y'all to see. Y'all need to go read the comments and actually watch that video and repost it because look at this comment. Ego puts, Janessa. The J Spot says, Ariana, what are you doing here? Someone said, not my order, but I'm laughing out loud hearing my name thrown around like that about this burrito. Somebody said we listen and we don't judge. And somebody said, this is only funny because it didn't happen to me. Child, if we don't have TikTok, what are we going to do? We need TikTok to stay around because I'm living for moments like this. This is entirely too funny. Janessa's response is funny too. It's just really funny. Both of them are very funny. I'm going to tag the J Spot, and in her comments, you'll see Janessa's name tagged. Go watch her video too. And repost both these videos because I think it's really, really funny and I'm living for this. They are hilarious.